Okay, it is currently a new week. I am deciding to record this video just because I feel like I need to. And yeah, I definitely haven't been posting as much as I used to. Like, I was posting, I think, once a day or every day consistently, but I think that came out of like a energy of desperation, like wanting to feel valid. So I'm definitely proud of myself for, you know, not doing that anymore. But yeah, I think as of right now in my life, things are a bit uncertain, but I'm just staying grounded in the moment, in this moment, and like knowing that, nothing's ever easy. Like, I think the paths that are the most difficult lead to like the best places. So I think for me, like in my life right now, it's okay to experience like discomfort and the unknown because you know there's a lot of like beauty in that, but also there's a lot of chaos and like scary things happening. But I think it's just important to know that like things aren't gonna be easy. It's gonna be difficult sometimes, but that's just the way life is. Like, you're not gonna always get the results that you want. You're not always gonna you know be where you want to be. But I think like for me right now, it's just gaining control over my mind, over my thoughts, what I consume, being that eating, and like what I consume online, and just being aware but not too aware, because with me I realise with me being too aware that leads to like me hurting myself, and in a sense of like not like literally physically but like mentally, and not you know treat myself with kindness. I think it's important to just take a step back sometimes and be like, okay, this thing is probably not needed, and I'm only doing it because I feel like I need to, when in reality I actually don't. You know what I mean? Like, I said it in my like notes app, but a lot of us, we do things because we think we need to when we actually don't need to. Our mind tells us we need to. So yeah, in order to grow, you need to really detach from those thoughts of like controlling, and you might even be controlling yourself. Like, that can actually happen. Like, there's times where you might get so lost in your own thoughts that you're actually telling yourself you need to do things when you actually don't. So yeah, that's just an important reminder to anyone out there. Like, don't let your thoughts control you, because your heart will tell you what's best for you, and you know your mind is only there to protect you. It's not actually always saying the truth and what is right. So just be careful with what thoughts you're believing, and use your discernment. Like, really use your discernment on certain thoughts you're taking action on, because they might not all be true and they might all be false. So be just aware and like careful. But yeah, I think just also knowing like, is this gonna help me long term, or is it gonna pull me down? Like, what are the negatives, what are the positives? And yeah, I'm just definitely realizing that a lot in my life, like with certain choices I make. But yeah, like, just be nice to yourself. Know that you don't need to put so much pressure on yourself, but make sure you're just getting stuff done if you need to, and giving yourself rest. So it's just all about like balance. Like, make sure you're resting, but also make sure that you're working towards your passion, and like also your job and whatever you need to do. And make sure, if you're living alone, this will be different. But if you're living with family, or you're in a relationship, make sure that you're not doing too much for them, but also taking part in like conversations and doing things. But yeah, just have a balance between everything, because if you overindulge in too much, you're going to become obsessed. But if you just detach from things and like have attachment, not have attachment, you're going to feel better. So yeah, just have detachment from things in your life, and don't be too attached from certain things. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's everything I want to say. I might have just said stuff that doesn't even make sense, but yeah, just make sure you're being kind to yourself. Don't listen to every thought you have. Just like use your discernment, because you never know if it's like something stupid. And yeah, look for like good long term choices and not just choices that feel good in the moment. But yeah, just do what feels best to you, and don't do something that you know will probably cause you harm in the long term. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.